your schedule and I go, this is really amazing.
We're playing.
It's an amazing commitment. You've built something that's wild. But I also go, wow, this is a pace that is incredibly, demanding.
Well, I think also there's two things that go in with that. Number one, I was also, and I've said this ad nauseum, but like I was also.
All right.
When I met you, I was not successful.
You were less. You were still successful in my eyes. When I met you, I remember you were doing 6 shows at the DC Improv, and you had sold them all out. And I was like in the little room.
Yeah.
And I had come to talk to you, and you were really, really nice and kind, and you were telling me about the difference, what's selling out. Like you go, they're selling out in pre-sale, they're selling out in adding shows.
There's $30 tickets.
Right. You talk to me about that whole thing, and then you go to theaters after this. And you were telling me about all this stuff, but I remember you were still one of the biggest club acts in the country, but you hadn't broken to the next level.
I hadn't broken. Yeah, I definitely hadn't broken. And so, but there was a period too where I was like, I got fired from Travel Channel, and I was
right.
And I was just like, my podcast didn't have money coming in, and I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna do with myself?
Yeah.
And I remember being at this store and a couple comics that were arguably more successful than me. One of them was definitely just leaving me mid-conversation for someone more famous. And I was like, wow, that's where I am. And this conversation with Tom. So I think because I got to experience that, I look at this going like, make hay while the sun shines. I had someone tell me that the other day, one time this comic said, it doesn't go away. You don't have to do it all in one bite. And I was like, oh, it goes away. It goes away for everybody. It goes away for everybody.
Of course.
And it's going to go away for me. You look at like, and I think you want it to go away.
I think you need it to go away.
And and that's that one makes you enjoy it.
What am I doing?
I'm keep this pace up. Like,
it's so dumb.
This pace
what
is insane.
Am I
I
doing?
I have a couple weeks off before I go to Australia.
Jesus.
I don't. I have 3 days off.
You just
and
take.
I was like,
oh, so dumb.
Me, I just would like to.
What am I doing? All right.
I mean, look, I'll do it. I'll do it until the wheels come off.
Right.
I mean, I guess.
I'll just resign if he does that. I think.
Should I get into a TV show?
Just play another game.
No, I don't know.
No, meaning like, should I start watching Succession? Like, I don't.
Well, it is. Well, number one, it's a good show.
Is it?
But I wouldn't replace
working
with just watching a TV show.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be it.
Because that's the option.
Do you ever think?
That could have been a lot worse?
Because you've done the movie now.
Because he had a free rook.
You've toured so much. Do you
Very
ever
happy to give up the exchange.
Is there anything else you want to be really good at? Do you ever look at something and go, fuck, I want to master some other discipline, whether it's related to this business, not in the business? See, what's interesting about Rogan is he's got his fighting, right?
Yeah.
He's got his martial arts. Like, he does that. He's in there. He does Muay Thai. He does jiu-jitsu, whatever. I'm
going to open a glass of rosé. Is
please,
that okay?
Please. And what he does
it's going to be a lot worse. He had a free rook.
Essential to, like, who he is as a human being. Because obviously he's got comedy, he's got work, he's got a family. But he's also got this other thing. And I always wonder, like, is there another thing that... Do we miss out on not having that? Not that it has to be fighting. Like, do we miss out on not having that other discipline that he has?
No, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not gonna start jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, should mine be tennis? Should mine be like something where I'm like, oh, I've got the people I do this with.
Yeah.
We play tennis. We keep score. We care. Like, I'm like, what else is there in life? I don't know. Like, what? I don't know. What do people do? People golf.
Sure.
People golf.
Then you gotta check bags.
I know.
You go on the road, you're checking a bag.
I never check bags.
Fuck?
That's a Bert Kreischer rule. You can buy what you need when you get there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I never check bags.
I've thrown out so much bought shit where I go, I just needed it, and then I go.
You make a good point, because sometimes I'll look at your schedule, I'm like, that's crazy, he's doing that. But then you're like, what is the other? Like, the other day, I was in the Comedy Store in the green room, and like my godson stops in. He's Chinese, he's 2, and they threw him out because he's not allowed to be in the green room because like some nonsense fucking rule. You know what I mean? That now they're policing the green room over there. Great. After years of Guantanamo torture, supposedly people were getting. But the point is, my little godson's trying to, and I'm going, what am I supposed to do? Be here every night? Like, I like it.
Yeah.
But what am I supposed to, like, yes, Bert's on the road like a demon, bat out of hell. I mean, he's got more miles on him than, like, the Pagans motorcycle gang. I mean, you are out there, but it makes sense because after a certain point, what are you going to do? You can't do spots.
No.
You can't just show up to a place and do spots. You know what I mean? There is a progression where I feel like you are doing the right thing of, like, you outgrow certain things in comedy where it's like some of it's fun, and then you go, you know what? If I can't create my own world, this whole thing's about creating our own world.
Oh yeah.
And that's what
Just
you're
trying
doing.
to
You're doing it. Have
salvage
your friends,
anything in
people
this
you like.
position. You know, obviously
You
lost.
know, you have created your own world, and then when you're living in these other worlds,
probably
you're
just
like,
do this,
the
right?
baby's got to go, and this and that, and you go, hey man,
Oh, I have a real problem with rules.
Blue Chew. Do I even need to describe
He
this?
does that.
It's a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis,
Yeah, I
and
can
Levitra,
just
but
take
in
here,
chewable
or maybe
tablets at a
just
fraction of the
shine
cost. You
some
can
of
take
this.
them anytime, day or night. So you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. Guys, remember the days when you're always ready to go? Don't be that guy that says, I missed out, or I don't need it. Go to Blue Chew. It helps the penis get hard. Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code
does that
TD at
move?
checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code TD to receive your first
This
month
looks
free.
good though.
Visit BlueChew.com
Looks like
for
he
more
fucked
details
up
and
a little
important
bit.
safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
He
Yeah.
takes
I have a
this
real
way, I
problem,
take
like,
this way.
I
yeah.
set myself
So,
up into a world where I got to define.
It's looking
rules.
problematic, I think,
Right.
for you.
So like little things like when
Maybe
when people are like last night, I got a hotel room. We were in
Here
wherever
takes.
we were, and I got a hotel room for the afternoon. I said I'm gonna
Yeah,
sleep. I have a
that's
busy
looking
week
bad,
this
and then
week.
I'm threatening
I'm not
this
gonna
check.
fuck around. I'm not gonna work out. I'm not gonna do
maybe something
play
like
disc
this.
golf.
I'll still
I'm gonna
check.
sleep today in the hotel room, and then I'll go to the show. And my assistant came in and he's like, "Show starts at 7. We should be out of here by like 6:30." And I went, "No." And he goes, "What?" And I said, "When do I go on?" I'm not going on at 7. I'm not.
Right.
I don't need to be there early. Don't.
Right.
Like I like little things like that. I go. It starts when I show up. And
Right.
And if it and so just so we're clear, I'm not gonna get there. And I'm like that with the airport. Like I'm so fucking bad.
I agree with you. I have clear. I go right before the flight.
Yeah.
I like to get there.
I don't wait for one person on my team. If you're not ready, I'm walking. I'm
Fuck
going.
you.
And sadly, I do that with my family.
Yeah.
Like, with
No,
my,
and
with my
they
girls,
they
I go, hey, sorry, girls, you're fucking around. You guys, everyone.
You're on the plane.
We fucking Leanne one time. We're in line at security, and she goes, I go, let's go through clearance. She goes, I don't have clear. I go, okay, well, you wait here. I'm gonna go in. She goes, well, why aren't you waiting with me? I go, because I'm not an idiot.
Right.
I didn't set my life up to be an idiot.
Right.
You set it up to do idiot things.
Right. Like not have clear.
Not have clear. I'm going in clear. And
You
then,
stupid bitch.
yeah. And then she goes, just wait. I'm your wife. You wait with me. And then I can hear people commenting, what the fuck's wrong with you, Bert?
No, they
Like,
don't
in
know.
my
They
head.
don't get it.
So I wait with her in clear.
It's so demoralizing.
I wait with her in fucking
Ugh.
in regular fucking whatchamacallit.
Disgusting.
And then we get up and she goes, oh, I got that white box thing. And I go, that's clear. She goes, oh, I got that. I went,
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like, I know you're not supposed to hit women,
No, but sometimes.
but like that would have been a time.
No, that would have been a
That
time.
would have been definitely. I was so angry. She goes, I got that. I didn't know what that. Why didn't you tell me it was a white box thing?
Right.
Oh my fucking god.
Has Leanne ever said to slow it down?
Yeah.
Here.
She said it today.
Yeah.
She called me today and said, oh, I don't know wherever I was on the plane or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know where the fuck I was.
Okay.
She goes, I'm gonna call Tim and cancel today. You need your rest. And I went, hold on.
I love Leanne. I would have totally been okay with that.
No, I said,
but
hold on.
I do like that you're here.
Out of all the things I'm doing today, this is the one thing I like.
Right.
Like,
This would be fun.
Cancel the other shit.
Yes.
This is the one thing I like. I'm getting to drive into Beverly Hills.
Yes.
I'm getting to see fucking LA. I get to feel like I live here. I went over the hill.
Right.
This is the fucking thing. I got a bottle of rosé. I wore my tracksuit.
You have a bottle of rosé in a beautiful. It's like, you know, my father had one of these bags, but he was a wine salesman. But I like that you have it, and it's not your business.
No, it's not my business.
This is your personal and your enjoyment.
But this is what I like. Well, just me and you gossiping out there.
Oh, it's
this
great.
This is the fucking thing I live for.
It's just it's fun to hang out with someone and just compliment other comedians.
Yeah. Just talk great about how few specials are being released these days.
How many specials?
I think it's 150 to date.
Too many.
From January to March.
That's too many.
150.
What is comedy in 5 or 10 years? Is it anything we recognize?
Oh, it's not going to be something we recognize.
Oh, Bert, tell us what it is, because I feel like you kind of know. Or do you have an idea?
Well, I think...
Are managers still going to be around? No.
They're gone.
Wow.
Sadly.
Managers are... Did you hear that, managers? You're done.
I think managers...
The third biggest comedian, or fourth?
Or fourth.
Fourth biggest comedian telling you you're done. You are done.
I think what happens is everything's in-house. Once again, Doug Stanhope is the prototype.
That's right.
Doug Stanhope did it right.
That's right.
And I remember telling my manager, I want what Doug has. And she was like, maybe that's not exactly what you want.
Right.
Like, you don't want to live in Bisbee in a compound. Right. But Doug has everything top to bottom. He has his own bartender.
He brings everybody in. Everybody's under the umbrella of what he wants to do and what his vision is.
But you got to be willing to fucking work nonstop.
That's the other thing I think that people don't realize. You're not working less now. You're working more.
Way more.
You're actually working way more than you would have when you could rely on Comedy Central or whatever, where you would just show up. Now you are working. You're hiring people. You're interviewing people. You're figuring out dynamics. You're being a man. It's weird. It's different.
I went to Stabby's house the other day.
Yeah.
And he had 5 people in there. One dude, and it's his house, podcast studio, an editing bay.
Yeah.
He said he woke up the other day and there was a guy on the couch that he didn't know.
Right.
But Stabby works
all the time.
That's the norm. If you're not willing to work all the time, then you may get passed by.
That's right.
Look at Schultz. Schultz is
all the
busting
time.
You go into his place and everything's in house with Schultz. Dove's his best friend, agent, manager.
Right.
I mean, he does everything, and then he's got a great team of people around him that are all willing to work 24 hours a day.
Is there a danger? Let me ask the danger, though, because I always like to look at the other side of things.
Okay.
Is there a danger that when everybody's working so hard, and I understand this, and I'm doing it, and we're all running around, are we not living?
Oh, this is living.
This is living.
This is living.
This is living. What about the old living where there weren't
like blowing dandelions and shit?
Well, like having interactions with people that weren't monetized. I get
Have you ever talked to a fucking regular person?
I know.
Jesus Christ. Go to drop off at my kid's school one time.
Yeah, okay.
And then just watch those conversations.
But sometimes I wonder about the great material that we kind of pull from life.
You're going to get it. Like,
Gotcha.
I mean, here's the deal. You're going to live a regular life.
That's right.
You're going to live a regular life. I have regular friends. We have a group of friends called the Campers. We all hang out and talk, and we do shit. We go on vacation together. That's gonna fucking happen.
Of course.
You can't not. That's not gonna happen. But like, I don't want to sit out there and like, I don't need to like immerse myself in a pickleball league.
No.
I'm not gonna do adult softball. And,
right.
Like I'm not like none of that shit matters to me.
Agreed.
Like, I guess I get drawn to my interests. Like I like a good conversation at an airport bar.
Yes.
I like a good conversation at a dive bar.
I like going and seeing houses I'm not going to buy.
I love that.
There's nothing better than that.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Because it helps the realtor because it trains them.
Can we go? Let's go house shopping.
Anytime you want.
But immediately go. Let's monetize it. Let's monetize it.
Film it.
Why don't we film it? Why don't we go
100%.
to open houses?
I will do it tomorrow. I will do it anytime you want.
Do you know my favorite thing to do is?
Yeah.
I like to profile the people whose house we're looking at.
Oh, and see, yeah. I mean, well, that's my my thing was like fake business where I would call realtors and I would get into actual negotiations about a property, and I would say I would be a fake realtor and I would call them up and I'd go, listen, my clients are deadly serious. They live in the United Arab Emirates, but here's a couple of things that we need to get. We need to, and what happens is it's immediately real business for the realtor, but it's fake business for me. And it's real business for them, but it's fake business for me because the clients don't really exist. They don't know it's fake business. 90% of what you do in sales is fake business. It's not real until they sign the thing, which very few people do.
Yeah.
So even though it's fake business, it's real business for them.
Yeah.
So it trains them, it keeps them going, and it's fun for me.
Yeah.
I represent a lot of very discerning clients in the Los Angeles area.
Yeah.
None of
Guys
them
running
exist.
out of time. I think this
None
might
of
be
them
a
exist.
dub.
They're high end. They're very discerning. They want Malibu.
He had a
water.
free
They want
rook.
Beverly
I'm very
Flats.
lucky
They want
to
prime.
potentially be
And
winning
they're-
this.
I represent hedge funds, real estate investment trusts. I represent massive guys that are from Greenwich, Connecticut.
Shit. Oh my God.
I represent them, and I call these realtors. They waste all of their time. The ones you see on TV. And they just go along with it because they're vapid and there's nothing inside of them except they just want
Yes, the
someone
draw.
to sign this goddamn paper. And it's the best. So I like wasting the time of people. And it's really, it's a great thing for both of us because sometimes I have time and I'm in traffic and I just call them up and I go, listen, how are you? I go, how are you? Listen, I have a client that's very excited about this property. It seems priced a little higher relative to some of the comps in the area. And I just wanted to know, are there details about the house that would justify that? I'll wait. And then they're like, well, absolutely. I'm glad you asked. So the owner
that's fucking
actually,
great.
yeah, and I do it all the time and I love it. I have no respect for the real estate profession. And I do, but I don't.
Yeah.
So what it's fun, it's great to waste their time. I've brought them up to, I'm like, the offer's coming in. And you can tell, these people can tell. And I only do it to high-end people. I wouldn't hurt the small and medium people that need the money. I do it to high-end people. And I'm like, the offer's coming in this afternoon. And they'll call me back. They're like, what happened with that offer? I'm like, oh, my God.
You'll never believe what happened.
You'll never believe what happened. They invaded the Ukraine. So to me, I would love, I think Tim Dillon, Bert Kreischer.
Oh, very lucky. Very, very lucky.
Realtors are
Lucky
very
to skate
dominant.
away
They make
with
a lot
that
of money,
one,
and
man.
those are my favorite.